What's up guys, this is Vanilla. Not the flavor, but just as sweet. So the last video, I talked about how dub can be beneficial and also just be crap. Well today, I'm gonna talk about how sub does the same thing. Because even though dub does suck, doesn't mean sub doesn't either. And so as much as I hate to do it, here's the defense of subbed anime. So first let's go to the pros of subbed anime. Of course, most of you watch sub because you won't understand Japanese anyway. And in order for us foreigners to understand what the anime is about, we need the subtitles. Next is the promotion of dual language. Now on one hand, you might think that it's only focused on Japanese translating it to English, but subbed anime does more than that. It actually teaches us two languages at the same time. This can also result in learning a new language, although there's very little evidence to support that. But this also has negative results, which I will talk about later on in this video. The next is translator's notes. You might be wondering what these are when it shows up in the anime. Well, those are called translator's notes. And this is the translator's way of sharing to us, the viewers, the cultural background of the certain scene. If you're a foreigner and you can understand a certain theme on the scene, then I suggest you look at the translator's notes because they're very useful. Lastly is the appreciation of the voice actors. Like I said in my previous video, voice actors are actually full-time employees. They actually do voice acting as a job. And with subtitles, we can actually hear the voices of the voice actresses as they act out their character. That way we can also appreciate the voice acting that comes into the anime. Take for example Kamiya Hiroshi. He's a very famous voice actor, which I am a very big fan of. And most of his voice characters are actually pretty top notch. Or how about Rie Kugimiya? She's the one who voiced Shana from Shakugan no Shana and Nagi from Hayate the Combat Butler. And you can see her really go full on tsundere. But it's not like I'm a big fan of her. But now despite all the benefits that we get from subtitles, there are actually drawbacks from it as well. And one of those drawbacks actually lead a person to become a weeaboo. The first con of subtitles is, now most people see subtitles as disorienting, making it very difficult on what to focus on. If we read the subtitles, we miss what we're looking at the scene. While if we look at the scene, we will understand what's going on without the subtitles. So there's this conflict of, should you watch it or should you read it? Another con would be, it's just a distraction. Let's say you can understand Japanese, even if it's just a little bit. Then suddenly, these words close in on the screen and you won't even see what's happening on the screen anymore. And it shows up every second. It's just very distracting to see something like that. Next, we have bad subs. Bad subs, what you gonna do? Believe it or not, there are a lot of bad subs out there with incorrect grammar and translation. And there are a lot of this in anime streaming sites, I just don't want to admit it or name. But because of this bad subs, it's basically become a meme already. Also, it's pretty clear that it hasn't been in through the translation process, which makes it bad. And we don't want to watch something with subtitles like, we are like Kojo-kun, instead of saying, we like Kojo-kun. Seriously, if you're gonna sub something, do it properly. Last, and the most dreadful con of all. Now this is a very dangerous con because, like I said before, it could lead to being a weeaboo. If you depend on the subtitles too much, you will depend on them all the time, thinking that, oh, that language needs translation, oh, that language needs translation, oh, that language needs translation. It's not a good thing to society, because it leads to discrimination and racism as well. And most people who depend on subtitles actually brag that they know the certain language, making them somewhat a cancer to the society. And there you have it, the pros and cons of sub anime. But what do you guys think? Are subbed anime still better than dubbed anime? Leave your answers in the comments below. Also, don't forget to like this video and please subscribe down there for more videos like this. Once again, this is Vanilla, not the flavor, but just the sweet.